Hi, Ruby here. We are going to knead bread today. Some of the most delightful experiences we have in our lives are often from simple things, like good food, a warm mug of coffee, or a humble toast. And to make these very delicious food, we don't require exotic ingredients or a very complex recipe. As you all know, bread has been made for centuries, and it's made from very simple ingredients like flour, water, salt, and yeast. Bread in its own preparation and use is quite unique to the place and the people from that part of the world, and it reflects their culture and their tradition. So today I'm going to share with you how I make my challah, which is a very traditional Jewish bread. This quantity that I'm using today is for 2 loaves because I'm showing you 2 different types of braiding. So you can half it if you want to make 1 loaf. For this I'm using plain flour, salt and yeast. Mix it well. Now I'm going to mix all the wet ingredients together and then add it on to the dry ingredients. 1 cup of lukewarm water. It should not be cold water. Olive oil. Honey. 1 egg. Mix the wet ingredients well. Add this onto the dry ingredients. Mix it well. At this stage, you can do it with your hand and knead it, but I'm going to take it to the dough hook to do the mixing. Go on slow speed for about 1 minute, and then we increase the speed till the dough comes all together. See, it has come quite clean off the bowl, and this is what I'm looking for. Oiling my hands a little bit to handle the dough, and this bowl has been oiled pretty well. This is how the dough looks after it has been kneaded. Quite soft, springy and very pliable. Put it in this bowl for proofing till it doubles. It might take about an hour or even a little bit more. This is the dough I had prepared earlier on, and it has been proofing for the past 1 hour, and I'm going to work with this now. This I'll keep aside for proofing. Deflate this dough and put it onto the work surface. Once you deflate the dough, it is much easier to work with it and also to shape the bread. I'm flattening this dough a little bit, and it has to be divided into 6 equal parts. Here, I would like to weigh each portion to make it more accurate. I'm using each portion to make it into a long strand to braid. Use a little bit of flour if it's getting too sticky. I'm using 3 strands for each loaf. I've got 3 strands here. Place them, the end to pinch and the center one, place it a little lower. Pinch them hard and start braiding. Our first braid. For the second braiding of the bread, make the ends thinner and a little thick in the center. Okay, I've got the 3 strands here, and start braiding from the center to the end. Pinch at the end. these are the two different styles that I wanted to show. Keep this covered for the second proof for about 15 to 20 minutes. It has been quite humid and hot here today, so my dough has risen in less than 15 minutes. So please keep an eye on your dough. And I'm going to get this dough ready for the oven. For the first loaf, I'm going to give it an egg wash, which has got just one egg yolk and a little bit of salt in it. Brush it over the loaf completely. It gives a deep golden color once it's baked. Sprinkle some sesame seeds over it for a little bit of crunch and taste. It really brings out the flavor of the bread. For the second loaf, wet your hands with water, pat the loaf with your wet hands, and sprinkle the flour over it. It's now ready for the oven. It goes into the oven at 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Two beautiful loaves with two different types, one with flour, the other one with the egg wash. So you can see the difference and you can pick and choose what you would like. Always when you take the bread out, keep it on the rack so that it cools well and there is no condensation at the base. Knock at the base and listen to the hollow sound, and if you hear that, you know that the bread is done. I'm going to cut this loaf. Look at the air pockets, and it's quite soft. Let's do the other one. Look at the air pockets inside this too. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was interesting and helpful to you. Thanks.